Meanwhile, if anyone faces any issues on Zoom, you can join on YouTube also and do watch recordings, because the recordings would be available on YouTube. And for any queries, you can join our Skype group session, and we are having calls daily at 6:30 p.m. So daily at 6:30 p.m. we are doing clinical sessions on our Skype group, so you can join there. We'll start in just 2 minutes, and it is requested for all of you. So please join on time. Don't like I'm seeing a lot of people joins after 5 minutes, 10 minutes. So you will be losing a lot of things which we share, in initially in first 5 minutes. So please join on time. Just connect this meeting 2-3 minutes before. So I hope everyone have a Skype group link, right? Every one of you have joined that. Okay. So I guess Pooja, we can start. I'll make you host, and we can start.
Yeah, okay, sir. For key list operation extenders and how we can error handling in RPG. And so and approx I have 4 years of experience, and I have been working in programmers.io for last 1 year, and it's been a wonderful journey with programmers.io. So I'm sharing my screen with you all. Is my screen visible?
Yep, it is.
Okay, so then I'm starting this session. At first, for the operation extenders, basically what we do, we use those extenders with the opcodes. Like for example, with read, we use extender N, then we do use extender E. Basically, when we do with this extenders, use the read opcodes, then read E basically reading with error handling. Read N is reading with no log. Basically, at first I'll be showing one example for read extender, that is read N. So what it basically does, whenever we'll declare one file in fspec in update mode, then the read opcode applies a lock on that file. To avoid that lock, we use that read n. So I have written one small code. As you can see in fspec, I have declared emplf file in update mode, and also I'm reading here. So when I'll do the read operation, one lock will be applied to the file. And when I'm using this read n opcode, that is with n extender, then there will be no lock, but still will be reading that file. So I am debugging this code. So at first this settle and read operation has been executed. And one thing I will mention here, that as you can see this data structure, that is ds1, I have declared that data structure using like rec keyword, and I have given this record format, that is empr. So basically empr is the record format of this file, that is emplf. So when we declare a data structure with the like rec keyword, basically that time those subfields of this data structure will be the same as the fields of this file, that is emplf, because I have mentioned the record format of emplf file. So quickly I'm showing you the data. So these are the data of emplf file. As you can see, there are two records for employee ID 102 and for salary month Jan and February. So when I am reading the first record, and I am here, as you can see here, I have mentioned ds1. So when I'll be reading the first record, then ds1 will be populated with this first records, that is employee id 102, employee name ram, salary month Jan, and salary 20,000. So I'm reading this first record and I'm displaying ds1. So the first line got displayed, and now I'm doing read in. So if I do one work object lock for file emplf, then it'll be you can see here this object is already locked by me. Okay, so suppose simultaneously two programs are running or two jobs are running. So if one file will be locked by another job or another program, at the same time, if I'll be trying to read that record, so I have to wait. Or maybe probably I'll not be able to read the record unless until the first program has released that file, that record would be released. So using readin, we can still read the record if it is locked. So here I am doing a read in. So now when I will show the value of ds1, then it will be showing the second record, that is 102 ram fev and 20,000 salary. So it got displayed, and now there are no other records, so end of file will be displayed. So I have taken this program, that is readext. So in debug mode, so the window got moved out very quickly, so you do not maybe probably able to see the output. So I'm again calling this program. So as you can see, the first record has been displayed, that is 102 employee ID, employee name Ram, salary month Jan, and salary 20,000. When I'll be pressing enter, then it got displayed the second record, that is employee ID 102 Ram and salary 20,000. So after these two records, there are no other record. So it will be showing end of file. So how readin works, I hope it's clear now. And moving on to read e, I'm opening a new program. So and also basically we do ready to handle the error situation that will be occurred whenever we'll be trying to read the file. And also there are other things to handle the error. There are indicators, there are percentage status built-in function, and here I have written this code using for error handling using indicators and also percentage status. And also I have shown this read opcode and update e opcode. So basically what percentage status does, suppose one file is not open and still you are reading that file, so that is not possible, so it will give back one number. Using that number you can understand exactly in which situation the file is. It is open, it is not open, or like you are trying to update the file without a prior reading the file before that. So for that you'll also get one number. So using those numbers you can also see that there is any error or not. So I am taking this program in debug mode and I'm showing this. As you can see here, I have mentioned one file, that is emplf in fspec, and it is in update mode, and it is a keyed file and there is only one key, that is empid. So what I am doing here, I have hard coded this standalone variable, that is hash empid is equal to 102, and then I am doing one settler operation on this file, that is emplf. And as you can see here, there are two records using 102 employee id. So when I am doing the settler, then it will set the cursor. So as you can see here, I have used this 66 indicator and to capture the error or the scenario. So when I am doing settle, after that I am executing this subroutine, that is at the rate error. Now the settle got executed, the indicator 66 is on, and it was not able to do the settle successfully. So it is showing that indicator 66 is on. And when and after that I'm checking the state, what is the status of the file, and the status of the file I'm checking it is 1211 or not. So the status is 1211 means the file is still not open, but I'm trying to do the settle. So as you can see here in fspec, when I have declared the file, I have mentioned user open. So until I'll be opening that file, this file will not be open. So I have checked the status, if the status is 1211. So after checking the status, I understood that this file is not open, so I did not write any open opcode before for this file. So at first I'm opening this file, and other condition will not be executed. Then I am updating the employee name. As you can see here, now the employee name is Ram, and again I am trying to update the employee name with Show Me. So I have done eval for EMP name field, and I'm trying to update. But before update, I did not do any read operation, so I cannot update the file right now. So when I have executed that, so now this error subroutine will be again executed, and update was not successful, so indicator 66 will be on. So after that it will check again the status of the file. So what we are doing, we have tried to update the file before reading the record. So now the status will be 1221. So again I'm checking the status that it is 1221 or not, and it is 1221 because I was doing one update operation without one prior read operation. So after that I'm again reading the file, but this time I'm reading the file with opcode extender E, so that if there will be any error I could handle that. And now I'm again populating emp name with show me, and then I am updating the file. And after that I have ended the program. So if I'll check the program, if I'll check the file now, then as you can see I have only updated the first record. So for the first record it is showing employee name as show me. So this is how we can use percentage status, the error, for error checking, for checking exactly the situation or exactly the status of the file. And also we can use indicators, and also we can do update operation also with the extender E. So this is how we can do these things. And moving on to the next program, I have written one program here, that is error int. So basically what it does, previously I've shown that how we can run the entire loop using secretarial ready and do while not percentage end of file, and read all the records from the file for a specific match record that was specified in the for factor one argument. So but as you can see here I did not use the built-in function not percentage end of file. Instead of that I'm checking one indicator that I have specified with this read e opcode here. So quickly I'm running this program and I'm going to show you that how exactly this indicator will be turned on and turned off when this opcode, that is read e, will be running fine. So I've taken this program in debug mode, and as you can see in emp file, there are two records with employee ID 102, and in emplf file there is one key, that is emp id. So I have hard coded the emp id value with 102. So this loop should run twice as there are only two records with employee id 102. So when I am doing read for the first time and it got successfully executed, then 90 indicator will be off and the employee id will be displayed here. And again I'm doing read with employee id 102, and again it will be checking that indicator 90 is off or not. And again, as you can see, indicator 90 is off because now it has read the second data. So again I am displaying employee id here. Now again it will be doing the read operation, and now the value is 1 because there are no other records and end of file is already reached. So now it will come out from the loop and it will end it. So instead of using not percentage end of file, you can also use indicators to read the file, or like for also I've seen other operations before, so you can use indicator in that way. And also there are other things also to handle error in the rpgle programs. So I'll be showing one by one. So first I'm showing the monitor block that we use. Basically, as you can see here, there is one block that is called monitor block. As you can see, monitor, then on error, then end mon. So what exactly I'm doing here, um you are suppose you are doing one operation like I have shown here. Like I have populated this from date with a b c d e f g, but I'm still trying to convert it in a decimal format, as from hash from it is a character field and I'm trying to convert it into a decimal field and populating it into a decimal field, that is at the rate from date. But as you can see, a b c d e f g h cannot be converted into decimal. So on error, this error flag will be on and I'm displaying error data. So what exactly we do using monitor block, we can handle the program exceptions, and I have written one example for that here. So quickly I'm taking this program in debug mode. So as you can see here, from date hash from date is populated with a b c d e f g, and here I am trying to convert that field into decimal format and populating in a decimal field. So it is not possible. So it will go to on error block and the error flag will be y here, and it will be showing error data. Suppose I am not using this monitor block. I'm just removing this monitor block. And then I'm again compiling this program, and then I'm just calling it after taking it into a debug mode. So this time I did not handle the error, and I am trying to convert this hash from date in decimal format and trying to populate in a decimal field, that's at the rate form date. So in this scenario, as you can see, already one error is showing here. A character representation of a numeric value is in error, so I was not able to handle this error, so the program will be stopped. And and that is why error handling is so important, so that we can if we use the motor block, as I was showing that error data, without showing that also I can write into a error file where I can write it that the decimal conversion failed, so you can see the data, then you can correct it, again you can rerun. But if you'll not be doing this error handling, so your program will be stopped, you're getting one message, so you have to like see the entire job log again, like where in which line it did not execute it successfully, then you have to fix the program. So it will be a, a big issue. Sometimes like in input file you get the junk data, so it is just a data issue, so you don't need to also change in the program if you have done the error handling in a very smart way. So let's move on to other scenarios for error handling. And one thing we can do is start PSSR subroutine. Basically, whatever the program is, like for example, array of index, or suppose you are calculating something and you are trying to divide one field by zero. In math also we know that we cannot divide any field we cannot divide any number by zero, so mathematically it's not correct. Like that also, this kind of error will happen when you can see here the speed is showing 3, but when I have hard coded distance as 6 and time as 0, in maths also we know that we cannot divide any number by 0, it is same here. So when I'll be executing this line, that is line number 11, that is speed equal to distance by time, and now distance is 6 and time is 0, immediately this subroutine will be executed, that is star PSSR. So this star PSSR got executed. So I am showing data error, and then I am returning this program. So when I have handled this error using star PSSR, so the entire program was not ended. I even I was able to see the error. I was able to handle the error. So this is how also we can handle the error. And there is another way that I'm going to show. There is a built-in function that is percentage error. Using that built-in function also we can handle the error. So as I have mentioned the opcode extenders, as you can see here I have used one opcode. Basically that is test d is used to validate the date, but I have used it with de. So e is the extender. So now whenever I'll be executing this line, that is line number 5 with opcode test de, if that date field will not be a valid date, then it will go inside this if loop, that is if percentage error, because then this percentage error will be on and it will be set on, and these two lines will be executed, that is error flag is equal to y and invalid date will be displayed. So as you can see here, I have given the format as star cymd, and basically what cymd format is, uh, as we know that YYYYMMDD format, that is if I'll consider today's date, then YYYYMMDD format will be 2020 12 then 22, right? But if it will be in cymd format, then it will be 1 20 then 12 then 22. Basically then there will be 7 digits, and the first two digits and the first digits uh, in which century, like that cymd to 30. So basically it was trying to populate 30th February, and it is not possible because February does not contain 30 days. So when I'll be checking this date, so it will be throwing one error, and this will show invalid date. So I'm taking this program in debug mode. So as 30th February is executed, so that is showing invalid date. Now I am changing it into a valid date, that is today's date, that is 120 then 12 then 22. So basically here this 20 is YY, this 12 is MM, and 22 is DD, and the one represents this, that it is 20, and if it will be 0 then it will be 19. So how this is how date representation done for CYMD format. So I have given today's date here, that is 1/20/12/22. So again I am compiling this program, then I am quickly taking it in debug mode. As it is a valid date, so it should not go inside this block, it should go to the else block, that is here, line number 10. So I'm executing this. So as you can see here, this else part got executed. Now it will show valid date. So in this way we can also use percentage error to handle the error. And also, um, whenever I have shown you the settler ready operation, if there is only one key, then I have just hard coded that field. This is how I have shown before. But um, suppose there are multiple keys and you need an entire key list. So for that, you need to declare the key list. So as you can see here in fspec, I have mentioned one file, that is emplf1, and in emplf1 there are two keys, that is employee id and salary month. So for that, if I would just mention here EMP ID, and then it will not be fair, because I want that record that is for employee ID 102 and the month Jan. So I have to use two keys, and this file has two keys, that is EMPLF1. So for that I have declared here one key list with keys employee ID and salary month. So as you can see here, I have hard coded employee ID as 102 and salary month equal to Jan. Then I am using that key here to do the settler ready operation. So now it will give me only one record, that is this the first one, because the first record has employee ID 102 and also salary month Jan. So specifically I'll be getting one record for this employee ID 102 and salary month Jan. So quickly I'm running this program. So as you can see here, I have hard coded employee ID as 102 and salary month Jan. So basically it is referring the first record here. So when I am doing settler ready, then it will go inside the loop, and now as you can see here, it will be showing as employee ID 102 salary month Jan. And I am writing this record in the output file, that is salary master file, and again I am reading the file emplf1 using two keys, that is employee id and salary month. But there are no other record here, so I am just writing the employee id and salary month.
So this is all about for today's session. And for any query, you can join clinical session at 6:30 p.m.